This morning we're in Santa Monica at the Red Bull Athlete Performance Center testing Justin Williams to get some baseline and early season testing, which will set up what we have going on for the rest of the year.
Hi, my name is Aaron. I'm the sports scientist here at the Red Bull ABC. Today we're going to test Justin Williams. We're going to do a test to assess his training zone based on the lactate measurements that we're going to do, and then we're going to make him suffer a little bit doing a VO2 max test. So we're going to go increasing the power slowly until he can't go anymore. And yeah, we're just going to have some fun with him.
I thought we were just gonna do a bit of a warm up and then jump on the bike and do the test. But I think we're gonna run through kind of like some of our normal things. So we're gonna do a jump test. I'm gonna warm up on the stationary bike. Then we're gonna do a jump test, which is like pretty cool. It's one of my favorite things. And then we're gonna get into the testing. But I'm sure they'll brief me on kind of like what the flow of today is. And so I just pay attention to what they tell me to do. It's listen and then go into it. I wish I did not bring these. These are not workout shoes, but we're gonna make them work today.
Right now he's warming up, he's setting up this ergometer, making sure everything's pretty darn close to where his bike is set up to.
I can already feel like my sit bones are kind of moving around on that saddle. So it's not gonna allow for me to get the right position because the seat height's gonna be a little bit off, and then it's not gonna allow for me to sit on the bike properly and get the power down that I want to. So it's just a comfort thing. I think if you're gonna do the test, you're gonna suffer through it, you might as well get it as close as possible. You know what I mean?
We're gonna do first for the lactate. So it's gonna be 3 minutes intervals, 25 watts up every time.
Okay.
Until I stop you. Okay. So I'll be taking lactate measurements every 3 minutes.
Okay.
And whenever you make a jump, I'll tell you to stop.
Okay.
Then we'll take an 8-minute break or so, and then we'll go for the VO2 max.
Okay.
So just before you did the jump on the lactate, we'll start the second phase, and then it's until you tell me to stop.
Okay.
So first time I tell you to stop, second time you tell me to stop.
Okay, perfect.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's just funny how like
23-year-old Justin was 10 years ago.
we're made out of steel, dude. Dude, we told him you can't just eat a whole box of Pop Tarts and 3 Big Macs and get it's gone. Ocho Cinco do it. Oh no, it's Chad Johnson. Chad Johnson do it. No, for sure.
Just finished up the lactate and VO2 test with Justin. Got some good data, really good test, good execution. So now we're going to take the data and do some number crunching, come up with an action plan, and put it in motion. And we'll see where he ends up in a couple months here.
The good news is it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think it was a really dope experience and necessary. It's always like you do these tests and you always think you have more. Like as soon as the suffering is over, you're like, oh, I had a little bit more, I should have pushed a little bit more. But overall, I think we got what we needed. The goal of this whole thing is to basically figure out where the baseline is so that we can build to Tulsa for the comeback. over the last year or two, I've been so hyper focused on building the business, building these teams, changing American cycling, and I haven't been able to really focus on myself. And so this is like the first step into like setting some clear boundaries and being able to be a little bit more selfish when it comes to being the athlete that I want to be. And so where we are now, we're going to retest again in May-ish, and then see where we are. And then Tulsa, the big show, is in June. So overall happy, definitely suffered. But I really have something to look forward to, and I really have the tools that I need to chase my dreams and my goals for this season.